Ladies, have you won yourself a position ahead of a field of male candidates? No? Why don't you just try harder then? Be better, work harder. I jest, of course. Look, it's difficult, isn't it, being a lady? You put together years of skills and experience, the hours spent in the office whilst being torn in the direction of your children at home. You think I finally got the work-life balance right. The fact that I signed up to an executive level management course when my first wholly breastfed child was only 6 weeks old. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It's in the past. We're moving ahead and we've won ourselves a position ahead of a field of male candidates. And on with it. Merit. It's a wonderful thing. We're there because of merit. No. You're there because you have a vagina. That's right, ladies. The pendulum has swung too far in the other direction. And as a woman that's now climbed to the top of that little pile there, you're going to have a bunch of men underneath you who are not very happy. So today, in honour of them, we're going to do a salty, unappreciated man face. As always, we start with a base. You might wonder where I'm shooting this. I'm shooting this video in my husband's bathroom. He is actually a man. Surprising, I know. And I thought that there'd probably be more options for me here than in my own bathroom. As it turns out, I found a few things that I think are going to be quite useful. Starting with this one, we've got the Nivea for Men Invisible. It's for black and white, so it's very inclusive, and we're going to use that on our face as a base. Now you might wonder why we're actually using an antiperspirant product as a base. It's pretty much because when you come into a room full of men and you have a vagina, you're going to be dealing with a lot of sweating, ladies. Particularly if you say the word vagina a number of times, you'd be surprised at the reactions that you'll get. Maybe ultimately surprised when you've got a group of men that seem quite comfortable talking about their own genitalia in various terms, but use the anatomically correct term for your own bits, and they're going to start dropping beads. Of course, it's not in their control. Sympathetic nervous system being what it is, acetylcholine, it's a neurotransmitter, acts on the eccrine sweat glands, gets them perspiring. What would I know about the sympathetic nervous system? I've only got a $40,000 HECS debt and I'm just a lady. Anyway, the base is looking pretty good. I feel that that's also giving me a certain manly musk that I didn't have before I started this face. So thank you, Nivea for Men. I'm protected for 48 hours, which is, good to know in this fast-paced corporate world. Moving on, I think we're going to need to do something about these wrinkles. Now, if I was a man and I had these wrinkles and bags under my eyes, people would think that was giving me a certain gravitas. But as I'm a woman, they're just going to think I don't have my shit together. So I'm just going to move over here, over that way, to the medicine cabinet. Bear with me for one moment. Aha! Aha! Here we are again. Now, in the 1990s, there were a group of tall, long-limbed women referred to as supermodels, and one of their tricks was using the old hemorrhoid cream on the wrinkles under their eyes to give them a smooth and flawless finish. We're dealing with the men now. We're in the boys' club. I'm not one for subtle humour anymore, people, so I'm just going to say you're dealing with assholes. You're going to need some of this. It's a local anaesthetic. Stick it under your eyes. It's going to help. I can already feel the numbing. It's the years of sitting in corporate boardrooms, having to bite my own tongue. I should have been using this all along. Under the eyes. I think that's good. It's it's coming out by itself. Make of that what you will. A bit around here as well. We don't want to be pursing in disapproval. If we can anaesthetise anywhere where we're likely to get wrinkles and thus be showing our displeasure at the number of dick jokes that you're going to be coming across. Like I said, the time for subtle humour has gone. The better. You don't want to be showing your displeasure, ladies. They're going to think you're not much fun. Anyway, there we go. That's pretty good. I think we're set. I'm just putting the lid back on that because I do have small children and I don't want them finding it. Onto a base colour. Now, my husband said to me the other day, I'm rubbing this into my hands like it's a hand cream. My husband said to me the other day, some men actually do wear base product and foundation and other skincare. I can attest to that. I took my brother to the MAC counter before my wedding so that they could colour match him for a concealer because he put his head into a ceiling fan a little while before that and had a big ding on his forehead. I grew up in the Northern Territory, you can tell. Anyway, I'm going to start with a combination of products for the base because I couldn't find any of this magical foundation that my husband was talking about. Instead, I'm going to use a combination of bepanthen antiseptic. This is going to be good for stings, cracked skin, scalds, and cuts, which are all things that I think you're going to come across in the corporate world, particularly when you're dealing with a man who is feeling a little bit put out of place. So we're going to combine that one just on the back of our hands, ladies, on the back of your hand, with this product here that I found. It's a Swiss Men's Ultravite. Now, this one is clinically tested. It's based on 25 years of research, which if you're a lady of a certain age who started working at quite a young age, of course, you might find yourself about 25 years into the workforce. With the wage gap, ladies, you're probably about 5 years behind your male counterparts. So this is going to do you well, I think. This is going to help you catch up. It's a good brown colour inside. You saw how expertly I flipped the cap off that. I don't have to do this very often, but when I do, I know how to put my wrist and elbow into it because hard work gets you everywhere, ladies. We're going to mix those two up. It smells great. It smells very manly. A bit like Vegemite. Anyway, blend them together like that. It's giving us a good skin tone, very natural. There's, I can see those herbs that Swiss are selling us. That's going to give us a little bit of textural variation, as we can see there. Slap it on. Yep, I'm already feeling stronger. The wage gap is gone, ladies. The wage gap is gone. It doesn't exist. Thanks to Swiss Rectinol and Nivea Men's 48-hour antiperspirant. That's a natural colour. It's working quite well, I think. They're never going to know that I'm not a lady when I swan into that first meeting. I think I've always been there, apart from the whole vagina issue. What are you going to say, ladies, when you come across your field of competitors for the first time? Are you going to drop the V word? Are you going to laugh it off? Just on that, look, it's okay, I think. It's okay to laugh it off, as long as you're only thinking of yourself. I was thinking about this the other day, talking to another colleague of mine, talking about being the cute girl. And it's okay to be the cute girl if you're using that as a specific means of getting what you want. But I think you do, you know, the sisterhood, people, the sisterhood, you've got to think a little bit about the trail that you're leaving behind you. And if you're okay with your male colleagues referring to ploughing women and the size of their penises, that's okay, but not the rest. The rest of us maybe aren't all the time. Just think about it. Think about being the cute girl. Think about what sort of a standard you're setting. The standard that you walk past is the standard you are prepared to accept. A man said that. Look at that. I've got a good glow going on. I thought I was going to need 2 capsules, but I think that one's actually done it. I don't even really think, with the Rectinol, which I can actually feel it working under my eyes and around my mouth, that's quite concerning. I think that that's, you know, that combination is doing quite well. Now, onto the cheeks. I'm going to keep this look quite natural. As I said, some men do wear makeup. My husband did tell me that. But I don't think that they're going to go in with the whole cheek glow, particularly in the new corporate environment that we're going to find ourselves within. We can go for subtlety though, ladies. And for this salty, unappreciated man look, why not go straight to the source? That's right, ladies. Going to salt it up with some salt. And this one is pink. It's designed just for you. Let's get it onto the cheeks. Can we do this? Yeah, we can. We can do it. Oh, that's working really well. Falling into my eyes and into my mouth. Just like the real tears of the real men out there. One side's done. Look at that. It's lovely. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Get it on the cheeks there. Of course, real men don't cry. We just go to the pub and talk about how that pendulum has swung too far. Talk about who you might have had sex with to win your position, if there weren't any people to have sex with. Talk about how you are, and I quote, unfuckable. Anyway, doesn't matter because we're going to blend in with this look. That's done. Old Himalayan pink rock salt. Thank you very much, Aldi, I believe. Now the eyes. I did say I was going to keep it subtle. I have had a quick look around this bathroom. I couldn't really find any eye products, so I went to my own bathroom ahead of time, and I thought to myself, you know, there's that whole, standard you walk past is standard you accept thing. There's also the idea that you need to fit into the boys' club that you found yourself in. You're going to walk in, they're going to be talking a lot about their penises in various unanatomically correct terms. Why not play along? I like the subtlety of this one. The colossal volume express. It writes itself. It writes itself, ladies. The men start talking about their weekends, start talking about their Tinder dates. Just be like, yeah, but colossal volume express. How long did you take? I'm going to say it's going to be 20% less than you took, ladies. You could always offer to swap, couldn't you? You could say to them, look, I understand that you're feeling a little bit put out. It's a difficult time that we live in with ladies being told that they can have and do it all. How about we swap? I'll take 20% of your earnings to date and you can have my menial level promotion. How does that work? Everyone happy with that? Don't forget the superannuation, men. Gotta take some of that as well. Thank you very much. All right, that's pretty good, I think. I am feeling quite colossal. Ready to go hit it with the big boys. Good. That's good. Look, if they ask you why your face is a little bit moist, just tell them you were doing something manly at lunch, like playing sport, ploughing the secretary, whatever, doesn't matter. Can we still call them secretaries? Ploughing a legal assistant, whatever industry you're in. Look, last little point left, I think. Facial hair. Now, I'm going to presume that you're not working at Young Henry's. You're not surrounded by bushranger beards. Of course, if you are working at Young Henry's, the growlers are empty. SOS, send help, send assistance. Also, can you pack another bottle of that gin? Because it was okay. It was all right. You know, it wasn't the best, but it was all right. I digress. You're not working at Young Henry's, you're not working in a hipster cafe. Maybe you work somewhere where you've got men rocking the subtle, slightly grown in, it's point past shaving, but not quite bushranger beard look. That seems to be quite popular with certain segments of the male society these days. Or maybe you're working somewhere where Movember is popular. Now, if you're working in either of those places, do I need to really point out the fact that, you know, we spend a lot of time lasering, waxing, bleaching, whatever it is, this face. Now, let's not pretend it doesn't happen, because once you're a lady of a certain age, you are going to be dealing with those battles. But a man for Movember can grow themselves a little bit of a caterpillar across their upper lip, and everyone will applaud them. Isn't it fun? So we're going to go with that. Like I said, I tried to find some products in this bathroom. I couldn't actually find anything that would work, but I did find this grey Benefit pencil. It's stainless, which you're going to need to be in your new position. So we're going to do that. The grey is going to give us the gravitas, and the stainlessness is going to do what it says, pretty much. I'm going to go for a subtle moustache, I think. Just a little bit. We don't need to go all dully on ourselves. We don't need to go full mauve hues, just a little bit, just to help us blend in. There we go, done. And look at that. You would never know that I was a lady who had only won my position because of my vagina. I'm ready to go and kick some career goals. Look, ladies, if you find yourself in this position, good luck to you. I've given you a face. Just get out there, work harder, work smarter, mostly just work harder, be better. And I'd like to leave you with a quote. Now, I did mention the Hexted earlier, but you're not going to need the management text anymore, ladies, because, you know, you're a mother these days. You're on the mummy track. So I'll leave you with a quote from Captain Calamari's Treasure Hunt. Does Peekaboo Oyster hold a pearl inside? This one is empty. Well, at least we tried.